and welcome to this series on how I started my garden as a first-time gardener with no experience whatsoever. My name is Tope, and in this series I'll be showing you how I started my garden from a blank canvas. I started it from nothing, soon nothing grew. There was some lifting and bending, watering, assisted reproduction, jumping and dancing, and wins. But there were also losses, a few lessons learned. The season ended and overall I have lessons to share with you. I'm excited to share my experience as a first-time gardener and I hope you learn from this series. For starters, what is blight? Blight is a terrible fungus. It's like the gardener's worst nightmare and it affects tomatoes, potatoes and other plants in the nightshade family. Blight thrives in warm and wet conditions and it spreads quite quickly through the foliage and fruit of plants. The easiest way to know is if you start seeing leaves that look rotted or watery and you have like brown spots developing on your fruits. This is what blight can look like in the different plants in potatoes and in tomatoes. And to prevent blight, I use a three-pronged strategy. To start with, pruning. When pruning your plants, there are two things to have in mind. First is to prevent water splashback and the second thing is to improve circulation. You want to remove the lower leaves of your plants starting early on from when you're transplanting them, and even over time you want to keep the lower part of your plants free and remove the lower leaves so that they don't pick up fungus from the soil as you water and also when it rains. You also remove any leaves that show any sign of discoloration. Anything that looks funny is going for me. Pruning would also help to improve circulation and airflow. The second strategy is to keep your plants dry. Blight thrives in wet conditions, so you want to eliminate that as best as possible. There's nothing you can do about the rain, but you can at least control your watering. So water only the soil and at the base of the plants. Don't water the plant itself. You don't want water on your plants. And the third strategy is what I call prepare or vaccinate. And for this, I use a mixture of aspirin and water, which is what you'll be seeing in the next few clips. So I use some aspirin for my tomato plants. So this is 75 milligram, but the recipe is like 325 milligram per gallon of water, and I've got like a 2-liter what's it called, pressure sprayer. So essentially what I do is about 2 tablets for this to fill up this thing, or you could do like 2.5, but I usually just do 2. So I'll take the 2 tablets. It's in there. I just added some water, a small amount, and then I'm just going to blend that. So I've just poured the blended mix in here. I'm gonna give it a good shake. So it's actually not too full. And I typically do this on a day that I know that the sun will come out. And I typically do it earlier in the day. It's about, what time is it now? It's to 11. I would have done it like earlier in the morning, but I wasn't very sure I wanted to do it today because it was sort of cloudy. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to drench the plants, the leaves, the fruit, every part. So aspirin contains salicylic acid, which plants normally produce as part of their own immune system, their immune response to diseases. By spraying the aspirin solution, you help your plants to react better, and essentially you're giving them an immune boost, because if you leave it to them to act, it might be too late for them to respond to any diseases. So yeah, that's why I use the solution, and that's why other gardeners use it. The bonus tip is also that it also helps to improve the yield that you get, so you might actually get larger, better tasting looking tomatoes and potatoes. So I made another mixture because I was running low, and yeah, continue. I have some of the mixture left, about that amount, and what I just do is I just pour it on the soil. And on that note, I'm finished in the garden for today. Just keep watching them, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. I hope this hasn't been too shocking because yeah, this channel was principally like a head channel, but really this is me, it's part of me, so I just thought I'll share. I'll see you again in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, stay safe, and bye.